Hey, Destin here, back to give you some more fall fishing tips. We're into November now, and it's kind of in the late fall period, especially here in Western Pennsylvania. I'm going to kind of talk about that, what I like to do in that period, and I'm going to talk about my favorite bait for the late fall. The one thing I really like to do in the late fall is throw a blade bait, and this one is the Binsky blade. It's basically just a vibrating bait that I'm going to fish vertically. When the fish kind of get towards their wintering patterns, which happens in the later fall, they're going to get grouped up. And the best way I feel to catch them a lot of times when they're really not that active is going to be to sit over top of them and jig them vertically. So your electronics really come into play at this time. So I'm going to fish the Binsky on a 702C Champion Dobbins rod with 14-pound Torre fluorocarbon line. I like this setup because it gives me a little bit of flex, so I'm not ripping the hooks out of the fish's mouth when I'm setting the hook. And it's giving me enough power so I can fight the fish once I do hook them. What I really like to do is find these fish on the graph and make sure I'm right on top of them. Because, like I said, these fish are lethargic. They're cold-blooded animals. Once that water dips below 50 degrees, they aren't that aggressive. So the way you get them to bite is keep something right in the strike zone, right in their face. And eventually, more times than not, they're going to bite it. What I like to do also is to fish this horizontally sometimes. If they're a little more active, you can cover a lot more water this way. And what you're doing is just casting it out, letting it sink to the bottom, and then giving it short jerks, following it back to the bottom on semi-slack line, kind of like you would a flutter spoon, something like that. It's a great offshore bait. It's a great bait to fish in the late fall or in any cold water situation. But in November, I feel like this is one of the key baits to fish here in Western Pennsylvania. Anyways, I hope this helped, guys, and get out there and catch some really big fall bass. Thanks, guys.